tell you this morning is it's my wife's birthday. So if you get a chance, you could just send an email that says, Happy birthday. That'd be a wonderful thing. Now, the second thing here is Amazon's big boo-boo. Jeff Bezos, the world's richest man, asked the public to donate to an Amazon relief fund that he started a GoFundMe account with $25 million donations. Then he suggested that the public think about donating to the GoFund account. Well, it's not a very smart thing to do, considering that Amazon paid no tax on $11 billion in profits last year, and it's worth $1 trillion. And his employees probably should not need any of the money because he's delivering food and other stuff like crazy now, and his employees are probably all working. But as Amazon announced during the pandemic, it would bring an additional 100,000 employees on the payroll to help deliveries and everything because of the surge in the demand for its services. It also increased the pay by $2 an hour and doubled pay when working overtime on the front lines for employees. So he's done a lot of good things, but this is just a dumb thing. And then the company, of course, decided to say that when you get on GoFundMe, it's a public thing, and they really didn't ask anybody to contribute, And another thing is that one thing that happened is he had a problem with paying part-time employees sick leave. He wasn't going to do that. It's not a usual policy to pay employees part-time employees sick leave. The employees in Chicago and Sacramento then put pressure on the company to extend its policy to cover part-time workers in the warehouse. So on Monday, Amazon agreed it would extend sick leave policy to those who work 20 hours or more. That's an unusual thing because most of the time in this country, we don't pay part-time employees any kinds of benefits usually. So they did some good things, but this thing with the Amazon Relief Fund is it's unforgivable. He's a smart guy. He wouldn't be the richest man in the world if he wasn't a smart guy. So we give him an F today. All right, the second thing I want to talk about this morning is the Corona relief package. Passed through the Senate 96-0. So we have some major compromise here. And let me tell you about Chuck Schumer. He's gone up a notch in my estimation, from nebbish to macha. Not a ganze macha, just a plain macha. And here's why. He made sure that President Trump will not be eligible for any federal assistance for his businesses as part of the Corona stimulus package that the Senate agreed on early or late yesterday. That's what the draft text showed. See, there's a provision, he put a provision in there to prohibited businesses controlled by those in high places, the vice president, members of Congress, heads of executive departments, their immediate family members, spouses, children, in-laws, anybody that smells like a relation will not be receiving any loans or investments from the Treasury programs as part of this stimulus package. I love it. If you think it's unfair, just think about the decisions that these people will make if they had a vested interest in the outcome of their decisions. Chuck even said he did not think any of them would stand against directly benefit monetarily from these laws. So basically, Chuck is admitting that these people in high places are not averse to making money off of their positions, which is why I am categorically against the way our political campaigns are funded. But having said all of that, I'll give you a brief rundown of what's in the bill, and possibly there's some stuff that should be in the bill that hasn't gotten there yet, but the Congress, the 435, are going to make some amendments to this thing, I'm sure. So there's $500 billion in the Treasury for lending support to U.S. companies, including airlines, and there will be oversight. $350 billion for small businesses. Small business loans will be forgiven. Grants will be available to keep employees on the payroll for 8 weeks. $100 billion for hospitals and nurses and doctors to battle the outbreak of coronavirus. $150 billion for state and local governments. That doesn't seem like it's enough. $300 billion in direct payments to most Americans of up to $1,200 per adult, $500 for children within 3 weeks. A typical family of four would get $3,400. Not bad, not bad. Individuals making more than $100,000 a year, households making more than $150,000 a year would not be eligible. And there'll be $250 billion in federal unemployment benefits of $600 per week for individual employees, as well as other workers, and independent contractors, job by job, so in addition to regular state unemployment benefits. Now, the governor of New York and the mayor of New York are probably not very happy with this because we didn't get sliced out, and we are actually the epicenter, although Louisiana is gaining on us. So that's where it stands this morning, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye.